earlier that day.
Hello, this is Jack from tofluency.com. Welcome to this English lesson, which is going to be a vlog. Many of you have asked me to film what a typical day is like and for me to take you out and about and show you different things. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. It's currently 10:30 a.m. I'm just about to go to the gym and I've already had a very busy morning. I haven't got any work done yet, but that's okay because I'm going to get some time this weekend. And I'm going to go to the gym now because it might snow later. And hopefully it will, because it'll make for a more interesting vlog. So I'll see you after the gym.
45 minutes later.
Just had a fantastic workout. One of my goals, like I said in a different video, is to get in the best shape of my life, and it's a big goal. It's a really big goal. But anyway, what I've decided to do is to have more intense workouts but shorter workouts. So today I worked on my shoulders and I lifted really heavy weights. So I'm really pleased with that. Saw a couple of friends while I was there, spoke to them for a while, and I'm going to grab coffee with one of my friends next week. We decided to meet up next week, get some coffee in the morning, talk about business, talk about goals, talk about life with children, and yeah, it's going to be good fun. This is the new building that I see from my office. It's very grey. It's very grey. And they've taken a long time to build it. It was meant to be completed by the end of last year, but it's going to take a bit longer. I've been in this office for a few months now. I love it here. It's my place just to escape. It's a place where I can actually get work done, so I don't have to work at home. And I've got quite a busy day. I'm going to go into a couple of meetings, then have some lunch, do some admin, do lots of admin, and see what else I can do in the afternoon. But before I do all that, I'm going to check the stats for this video. And if you haven't seen this yet, I'll leave a link in the description. I was kind of nervous about publishing this video because it's a little bit different. It talks about inspiration. And there's a different kind of theme that I'm using, or a format of video that I'm using. But let me know what you think about it. And if you haven't seen it yet, check it out, there's a link below. But one of the great things, I've just had so many great comments on this video so far. There was one especially that I read that I thought, wow, this is amazing. So read the comments and leave your own after watching it. Let's do a little Q&A. I've been going through some of the comments and some people are getting confused about my book. So I have a book that you can download for free. It's called the 5-Step Plan for English Fluency. If you go to tofluency.com/book, there's a link in the description. You'll be able to enter your details and download this for free. Now, some people are calling me a liar. They're saying you are a liar. You can't get this book for free. And I think what is confusing people is either one of two things. Either when you get to the thank you page, what it says is this. It says you can share my book to get my audiobook as well. So after you enter your details, I send you my book for free. But if you share it with other people and other people download it, then you can also get the audiobook, some PDF lessons, and a couple of private videos too. Now, the other thing that I think confuses people as well is sometimes they enter the wrong email address, or sometimes the book goes to the spam folder. So if you have entered your details, check the spam folder and then add my email address as a safe email address. And also just try it again if you don't see it, because maybe you entered your email address incorrectly. I also got a question from Susu the other day asking about how he can improve his writing. And this is obviously one of the skills of English. And in most cases, you'll need to have good writing skills. Obviously, it depends on how you're going to use your English, but it's always a good idea to improve your writing because it helps improve other skills as well. And the best way you can improve is by practice. Adding to your vocabulary is going to help. Being able to understand what words mean is going to help, so then you can use those words correctly. Also, having a good idea of grammar is going to help too. Check out the description and learn more about the sentence method. But it's important that you practice as well. What's interesting is that there are two main ways that you can practice. So you can write naturally and have your teacher correct this for you. You can practice by leaving a comment on my video. You can practice your writing in many ways in a natural way. But there's also something called deliberate practice. And to help me explain that, think about a soccer player or a football player. Soccer, football. But think about a football player. I'm going to use British English. They do certain drills when they are training. So they'll practice sprints, crossing the ball, heading the ball, kicking the ball, passing, shooting, etc. They'll do those drills on a daily basis. They'll repeat these drills over and over again to get better at that specific skill. But then they'll have a practice match, or when they actually play a match, that's when they get natural practice. And you can think about that when learning English as well. So when it comes to deliberate practice, what you can do is copy somebody's article. Now, I'm not talking about copying in an exam, but basically you can just take any kind of writing and just copy it down. Read it, copy, read it, copy. And that way you're getting this deliberate practice and you're focusing on the type of writing that you want to use. So let's say in your job, you send lots of emails. You can search on Google for email templates, read them, copy them down. So that is a great way to get deliberate practice. Final question for today is from Vasco, and he asks, can you explain the difference between come and go back? Now, I actually made a video on this. I've made a video and I'll leave a link in the description and you'll be able to watch that full lesson. But basically what we're talking about here is a point of reference of the speaker. And I can say, for example, I'm going to go back home soon. I'm going to go back home soon because I'm not at home, I'm somewhere else and I go back home. But imagine that I had a lot of co-workers and they were late for the meeting. I can tell them, come back to the office now. The meeting is going to start because I am here and I'm telling them to come to me, to come back to me. But check that video to get a full explanation. Okay, back to the admin and then I'm going to have some lunch. It's now time to go live on Facebook. Let's do it. Hello everybody, this is Jack from tofluency.com and welcome I'm somebody who is constantly thinking about how to get more energy. And a few years ago I was reading the importance of standing. And more specifically, the importance of not sitting all day. And there were a few studies that came out, a few reports that talked about how when you sit down all day, it really makes dramatic changes to your body and not in a good way. So a couple of years ago, I bought this stand-up desk and I love it. It's fantastic because you can crank it up and you can crank it back down again. Sometimes, I sit down all day, I'm tired. Sometimes I don't have that motivation just to stand up. But I've just been standing up for 2.5 hours or so here in the office. And my feet are starting to hurt, so I decided to crank it down and sit down for a bit. I'm just going to edit some videos now. And then I need to take a walk today. I need to get outside and do something. So I'll see you outside. Snowing. This is the balcony that comes with my office. Now, this is fantastic in spring, summer and fall, but right now I don't spend too much time out here because it's freezing, but it's currently snowing. Super excited about that. My son will be too. He's been talking about the snow so much recently. And I'm just going to show you what I can see from this office building. Depending on how heavy the snow gets, I may go home early, but I think the road should be clear enough and I was going to go for a walk, but it's too cold. As you can see, the snow is getting heavier. So I'm going to head on home, pick up my son from school, and then cook dinner for the evening. Now, if you have enjoyed this style of video, then please let me know in the comment section. Also, please let me know by giving it the thumbs up and sharing it with anyone who would find it useful. Look at the description because I'll leave some vocabulary that I used in this lesson, and that means you can learn new words and phrases. And thank you for watching. It's great to have you here. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.